In this video, let's see a very unique scenario where we want to sort the columns in a descending order, but that is actually not possible through the visual in Power BI. So let me just show you what I mean. And if I drag brand column from the products table into the rows and the calendar year number column from the dates table into the column and create a matrix and bring my total sales measure, you can see that by default the year is sorted in a ascending order from 2007, 8 and 9, but what I want to do is sort the column and make it start from 2009, then 2008 and then show 2007. But if I click on the three dots and choose the option of sort by, you can see that the only option that we have are for brand and for total sales. So for the fields that are on the columns shelf, there are no option of sorting them from the visual itself. So if I bring the column calendar year number on the rows and brand on the columns, and if I check that option, you can see that now I have an option of sorting the calendar year number in a ascending or a descending manner. But what I want to do is go back to the original state and make sure that in this current scenario I am able to sort the columns in the descending order. So let's see how we can do that. And for that I need to go to the dates table and create a new calculated column that I will use for as a sort order for my calendar year number column. So let's create a new column and I'm going to name it as year sort. The first thing that I'm going to do is simply fetch the currently iterated date from the dates column. So I can write var current date is equal to dates date, and then I'm going to create another variable that will identify the year of the current date based on the year function. So let's write var current year is equal to year of the current date, and then I'm going to identify the max date in the date column. So let's write var max date is equal to max dates date, and then I'm also going to identify the year of the max date. So let's write var max year is equal to year of the max date, and then I'm going to create another variable. This will be the final one, so I can write current year minus the max year. So let's try to return this variable so that we can see what is the result that we are getting. So if I click outside, you can see that I get a number which is a negative number. For 2005 I get -6, and I think for 2011 I must be getting a 0, and for 2010 I should be getting a -1. And based on that logic we can actually sort the calendar year number column. But before that, let's get rid of the negative number, so I can use the ABS function so that it actually returns the absolute value and gets rid of the negative sign. And there you go. Let me just clear all the filters. So you can see that I get a positive number for each cell of that table, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what we can do is simply add a 1 so that we can get rid of the 0. So after this I can write +1, and if I press enter, I get a number from 1, 2, 3 till 7. And now I can select this column and go to the columns tool and choose the sort by column option and click on year sort. And that column has now been sorted by the year sort column. And now we can go back to the report, and you can already see that the column shelf is actually sorted. So let me just increase the font size a little bit. So as we can see that the first column that we can see is for 2009, then we have 2008, and then we have 2007. And if I want, I can simply sort this again if I want. Then what I can do is, in case if I want to sort it in ascending order, I can select this column and choose calendar year number. So basically sort that column by itself. And there you go. Now we have 2007, 8 and 2009. And before we wrap up, let me just show you why I actually had to use the date column, and why I didn't directly use the calendar year number column, because as you can see here I'm using the year function. So let's create another calculated column. So I can copy this code. Let's click on new column and I'm going to paste it here. So let's name it as year sort 2. So if I remove this variable and this variable, and instead of current date I can write the dates calendar year number, and instead of this function I can write dates max dates calendar year number. And if I click confirm, you can see that I get an exact same result. And if I filter this to select, let's say 5, I'm getting only the 5 in the year sort column as well. But what will happen if I try to sort the calendar year number column by the year sort? So let's try that. If I click that and choose year sort 2, you can see that I get an error that failed to save modification to the server. Error returned a circular dependency was detected. So basically what it wants to tell you is that there is a circular dependency because the code actually relies on the calendar year number for fetching the values, and the calendar year number also relies on the year sort 2 column for the sorting of it. So you can see that both columns actually depend on each other for something, and that's why the Power BI is actually not able to build a dependency between both of these because of the circular dependency error. And that's why I actually had to use the year function to fetch the year of the currently iterated date. So that I wanted to show you that why I had to go through that path, and why I didn't choose the calendar year number column. Okay, so that was all for this video, and I will see you in the next one.